Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I'll start with the connective tissue. In the previous video, I've explained about epithelial tissue. Now in this video, I'll start with the connective tissue. So by the name, we can understand connective tissue. It is connecting the tissues, and it is most abundant tissue in our body. कनेक्टिव टिश्यू नाम से ही पता चलता है कि ये इट विल कनेक्ट द ऑर्गन्स और इट विल कनेक्ट द टिश्यूज़. इट इज़ अ कनेक्टिंग टिश्यू. सो इट इज़ most abundant tissue in our body. Most abundant means it is found mostly connective tissue will be present in the body. It binds one tissue with another and also connects various organs. What does it do? It will bind, it will connect the tissues with one another and also connects the various organs. मतलब ये है कि ये tissues को connect करेंगे. Like a group of tissues will be there. For example, this is a tissue, a group of tissue. It will bind another group of tissues. It will act as a binding. ये बाइंडिंग का काम करेंगे. या नहीं तो फिर ये it will bind the various organs. Like there are different organs are there. If we talk about digestive system, digestive system में what is there? Buccal cavity is there, esophagus, stomach, liver, intestine, small intestine, large intestine is there. It will connect all the organs together and form a organ system. Next is the cells of connective tissues are loosely spaced and embedded in a non-cellular matrix. Loosely means there will be intercellular space will be present in this, and connective tissue will be present on the matrix will be there. What is matrix? Matrix is a ground substance in which cells will be present and there will be intercellular spaces will be present. Matrix is a ground substances consisting of glycoproteins and water and insoluble protein fibers. Connective tissue binds one tissue with another and also connects various organs. Keeping them in their proper places, it has three main characteristics. What are they? That it has abundance of intercellular substances, fewer cellular elements and fibers. That is, this abundance of intercellular substances is matrix. Cellular elements will be fibroblast, mast cell, macrophages. Next is tissues. There are three different types of connective tissues are present. That is connective tissue proper, supportive connective tissue, fluid connective tissue. So in connective tissue proper, it is of three types. That is areolar tissue, adipose tissue and fibrous connective tissue. In supportive connective tissue, it is of two types, that is cartilage and bone. By the name we can know that supportive means it will provide support to the body. And the third one is fluid connective tissue. In this blood and lymph will come. So we'll start with the connective tissue proper. कनेक्टिव टिश्यू थ्री टाइप्स के हैं. कनेक्टिव टिश्यू प्रॉपर, सपोर्टिव टिश्यू एंड फ्लूइड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. And I'm going to start with the connective tissue proper, and it is also subdivided into three parts, that is areolar tissue, adipose tissue and fibrous connective tissue. Areolar tissue. On the basis of nature of matrix, major types of connective tissues are present. That is, first one is loose, or you can say areolar connective tissue. adipose tissue, fluid vascular connective tissue, fibrous or dense regular connective tissue, and skeletal connective tissue. So these are categorized according to the nature of the matrix. So loose connective tissue or areolar, we can also say loose connective tissue. It is most widely spread occurring beneath the epidermis of skin and between the organs. So where it will be present? Beneath the epidermis of the skin, below the epithelial tissue, epidermis of the skin, and between the organs. As I told you that it is a connecting tissue, so it will be binding the organs, tissues, so it is present in that. And in this, the matrix is loose weave of fibers. So the matrix is loose, means there are the different types of matrix is present, but in areolar tissue, so matrix is loose weave of fiber. In this, the connective tissue is widely scattered. लूज वीव फाइबर का मतलब क्या होता है? ये लूजली बाइंडेड होते हैं. Many of these fibers are strong protein fiber called collagen. In this, many proteins are present and it is made up of collagen. It is a binding and packing material. I told you, means connective tissue, what does it do? It helps in binding. It is binding the tissues and packing material. Why it is called a packing material? Because organs, many organs are there which is delicate, so to provide protection to the organ, it acts as a packing material. See, this is areolar connective tissue, and in this we can see this is a mast cell, fibroblast, macrophages, and collagen fiber it is made up of, and this is called matrix. This loose connective tissue consists of fibroblast. This is fibroblast. Fibroblast is that produce and secretes fibers. So this is fibroblast. This is fibroblast. It secretes fibers. Macrophages, they are the phagocytic in nature, and mast cells which secretes heparin, serotonin, and histamine. This is mast cell which secretes serotonin, heparin, serotonin, and histamine. This fibroblast is responsible for the synthesis and degeneration of fibrous and non-fibrous connective tissue. Matrix, it also helps in the formation of मैट्रिक्स प्रोटीन. मैट्रिक्स के प्रोटीन को भी यही बनाता है, फाइब्रोब्लास्ट. Macrophages, I told you, it is a phagocytic, and this mast cell will form anticoagulant, and these are the anticoagulant. Anticoagulant helps in anticoagulant का मतलब होता है blood clotting में. It will helps in the blood clotting and which promote inflammation of the infected area. These heparin, serotonin, and histamine. Now next is adipose tissue. It has specialized cells that is called adipocyte, which stores fat filled with fat globules. See this. This is the adipose tissue, which will have this adipose tissue is called adipocyte. Adipocyte बोलते हैं, which stores fats. These cells will store fats and they will have a small globules which will store fats. It forms padding under the skin and insulates the body, animal's body. Padding means it will This adipose tissue will form a padding. It will provide protection, and it will insulates the animal body. Means what? This insulates for the retaining body heat. Body के heat को insulate करता है. Fat is retaining body heat. Each adipose tissue stores fats. That stores a large droplet of fats. See, this is adipose tissue will have large droplets of fats that swells up. Means when it is absorbing, that it will have fat, it will absorb, stores, and it will use this fat when it is required, and this fat is required to convert into energy, and it will shrink when the fat is provided to the body in the form of energy. And this layer of fat is present in the camel, in the hump of camel, and it is also rich in adipose tissue. Next is fibrous connective tissue. This fibrous connective tissue is made up of elongated cells referred to as fibers. Actually, these connective tissues will be made up of long fibers. Fibers के बने होते हैं. The fibers are strong and bundled together by areolar tissue. Why it is forming this? So that it will provide strength and support to the organs, and actually it will actually provide strength, structure, and support throughout your body. So this is comparatively of higher concentration of elastin fiber and collagen fiber, which gives it a high tensile strength. There are the two types of fibers are present. This fibrous connective tissue will have consist of fibers, and it is of two types, that is elastin fiber or collagen fiber. That is, there are two types: collagen white fibers and yellow fibers. Elastin yellow fiber, collagen white fiber and elastin yellow fiber. The main role of this collagen white fiber is to provide strength, support and structure to the body, and it is also responsible for the healthy joints and skin. This white fiber is made up of collagen, and this yellow fiber is made up of elastin, and this white fiber will be more stronger than the yellow fiber. तो ये जो फाइब्रस कनेक्टिव टिश्यू जो है एक्चुअली बने होते हैं दो तरह के फाइबर से, वो है कोलाजन वाइट फाइबर और एलास्टिन येलो फाइबर. ये जो वाइट फाइबर्स हैं ये प्रोवाइड करेंगे स्ट्रेंथ, सपोर्ट और स्ट्रक्चर टू द बॉडी, एंड दिस विल बी मोर स्ट्रॉन्गर देन द येलो एलास्टिन fiber. Now this fibrous connective tissue is of these fibers will form tendons. ये जो fibers हैं वो क्या form करेंगे? ये दोनों fibers form करेंगे tendon and ligament. Now what is tendon? Tendon will be, these fibrous connective tissues are actually strong and bundled together by the areolar tissue. अब ये क्या है? इन्हें एक बंडल में फॉर्म करता है कौन? एरियोलर टिश्यू, एंड दे फॉर्म द टेंडन्स. ये टेंडन फॉर्म करेंगे एंड लिगामेंट. टेंडन इज विच कनेक्ट्स बोन टू मसल. इट विल कनेक्ट विद द बोन टू मसल. इट विल कनेक्ट बोन टू मसल. These are cords of dense white fibers that attach skeletal muscles to the bones. See, in our body, bones form a structure. एक framework तैयार करता है bone, structure को तैयार करेगा, एंड देर इज़ अ मसल्स इन आवर बॉडी, मसल्स हैं, तो skeleton जो बोन है एंड द मसल्स दे आर अटैच्ड विद द टेंडन, वो दोनों किससे अटैच होंगे, टेंडन से अटैच होंगे, एंड दिस टेंडन इज मेड अप ऑफ white fibers and it is attached with the skeleton muscles to bones. They have great strength. See, this tendon will have great strength. इनका जो strength है, क्योंकि they are, इनकी जो flexibility जो होगी वो बहुत ही कम होगी, and it will have give more strength because it does not have to move. इनको move नहीं करना होता है, like the ligament. Ligament क्या होगा, ligament is, they are cords of yellow fibrous connective tissue. See, this ligament is made up of yellow fibrous connective tissue containing elastic and collagen fiber. In this there will be more elastin fiber will be present than the collagen fiber, having little matrix. In this, the matrix will be less, that connects one bone to the another. There will be a connection between bone to bone connection in the ligament. So there will be bone to bone connection, like joining two bones. So जब हम दो bones को join करते हैं, there should be a flexibility so that इनके बीच में movement हो. For the movement of the bones, joints की जो movements होती है, in that part ligament will be present. For the movement of the joints, it should be flexible. So ligament is flexible, and but the tendons, that is the attachment between the bone to muscles, so it will have great strength and limited flexibility will be in the tendon. Next is skeletal connective tissue. Skeleton connective tissue, I have completed the first one, that is connective tissue proper. Now second one, start with the skeleton connective tissue. With the name we can understand it is of skeleton. It consists of mainly bone and cartilage. इसमें क्या present होंगे, bone और cartilage. So this, it will provide support framework for the body. So imagine body without the skeleton. It will not have any shape, size, anything, and we will not have the strength. It will be have no proper structure. So this bone, the skeleton will provide a frame, proper structure of a body. It will provide supportive framework for the body. Matrix contains numerous fibers and some cases deposits of insoluble calcium salts. In this, the matrix will contain numerous fibers will be present in it, and some there will be insoluble calcium and salts will be present in the matrix of bones. इनके जो मैट्रिक्स हैं, मैट्रिक्स क्या है, ग्राउंड सब्सटेंस है, इन विच insoluble calcium salts will be present. ये किस में present होगा, calcium salts bones में present होंगे. Now we'll start with the bone. Bone is a rigid, hard, porous tissue. So the bone, we know that it is a rigid, hard substance, and it is also called porous, means small pores will be present in the bone tissues. Matrix has collagen fiber and salts of calcium. So in the matrix of bone, what will be present, collagen fiber will be present, salts of calcium and phosphorus. So the amount of calcium and phosphorus will be present in the bone, phosphorus compounds, giving its greater rigidity and strength. So this calcium and phosphorus, what does it do, it will provide rigidity and strength to the bone. Because of this calcium and phosphorus, this bone is rigid, hard, and it will provide strength. Most of the skeleton system is comprised of bone. Bone का ही बना होता है. Bone is the hardest tissue of our body, but it is hardest, but this tissue of our body, but the hardest substance in our body is the enamel. What is enamel? Enamel is the outermost covering of the teeth. See, this is Harshan canal. This is through which the capillaries and nerve tissue can pass through it. Aversion system are the structural unit of mammalian bone. See, this is a structural unit of mammalian bone. And it consists of Haberson canals, Haberson canal lamellae. See, this is you can see it is called Haberson lamellae and osteocytes. What is osteocyte? Osteocyte is a cells of bone. Bone cells is called osteocyte. So it has a good supply of blood vessels and nerves through the Haberson canal. It has both living cells and a rigid mass, and this living cell is called osteoblast. Living cell is called osteoblast. Now function. It provides support to the muscles attachment. It protects the internal organs from mechanical injury. It serves as a reservoir of calcium, means this bone will reserve calcium. Next is cartilage. Cartilage is non-porous tissue. Like bone, it is non-porous. Bone is a porous tissue and this cartilage is non-porous. It has a thickened intercellular substances. Intercellular substances will be thickened and abundant amount of collagen fiber will be present in this. More collagen fiber will be present in this matrix. It has no blood vessels or nerves supply is there in the cartilage. In the bone there will be a supply of blood vessels and nerves. It is semi-transparent and elastic. Bone is not transparent, but this cartilage will be semi-transparent and elastic. And this cartilage will be found in the tip of the nose, then in the external part of the ear, trachea, bronchi, between the vertebrae and end of the long bones. This cartilage will be present in tip of nose, at the end of long bones, ear, trachea and bronchial tubes. So in the next class I'll explain about fluid connective tissue, blood and lymph. Thank you.